We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. He'll find Andre Yosibas. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's second and 9.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Gun.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Andre Yosibas. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll bring up second down.
Set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on the board. It's 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On first down, Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
12, 12, 12.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And
here we go.
Now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
You'll find Brown out of the backfield. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And a short pickup there to about the 18. Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They put Wilson in motion. He's got room past the 35. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening.
Ready up.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Liking 18. Go.
On the give, it's Johnson. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. Oh, big hole left side to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bengals. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will get out in front 17-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. He'll drop to throw. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A run here with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Got.
On the ground, it's Brown. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
We saw him throw it like that last year in Columbus. He's got his guys a first down.
19 tight.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Ready? Here we go. Ring it. 7 Pirates. Check smash.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Ready?
He'll look to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Catch made by Pickens. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 13-yard line. Go! Check out.
Now this looks like a design run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
At their own 30-yard line. Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
I'll fly, ready? 11. It's just set. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Burrow to throw. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On first and 10, Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll air one out for Higgins. To the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. Johnson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Panther 60, 79 Bronco. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On first down, right back to Johnson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the
79.
Another run here with Johnson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Flying. Tracking 60. Ready?
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On this first down, it's Johnson. He'll get about 2. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Second down and 8. They put Pickens in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6. But he does set up the offense with first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Behind.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Burrow. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Johnson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Ready. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Back to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And the Steelers first down. Go! First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll go. It's Johnson. First down and more inside the 30. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Go, Rick, go. Go.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready? Gun, gun. Got.
They'll run here with Brown. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Bengals out and ready to punt. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They put Pickens in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
On 2, ready? Here we go. 11, 11, 11. That.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will score. Andre Yosibas. Touchdown, Bengals. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
He'll try the right side with Johnson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They put Pickens in motion. They'll look to throw. The open man is Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Check, Panther. 60 Bison, 60.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Metcalf. He is in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Here's Brown. Into the secondary at the 45. 20. 15. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Tight, 19 tight. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 19 Lion. Viking 18. Go.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Carry here for Brown. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
79 Bronco. Ready?
He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
On third down, here's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here we go, sack. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, baby.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Set. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Brown. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Tracking 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
Let's go now. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. Here comes second down.
Ready. Warrior 70. Go.
Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hut, hut.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. MT, Kate. 11, MT, Kate. John.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Here we go. 11, MT, Kate. John.
On the ground, it's Brown. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll stick with him again. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. We're all set to kick this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here's 1st down.
Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They're able to finish